According to Article 19 of the Convention on the Rights of Children, violence is defined as all forms of physical or mental torture, injury and abuse, maltreatment or exploitation and sexual abuse. In Uganda, violence against children is still at a high scale, with reports of cruel and humiliating punishment, abandonment, sexual abuse and other forms of violence seen in local communities every day. The annual police crime report of 2023 reports a total of 866 cases of child abuse and torture reported to police force countrywide in 2023 compared to 1,240 cases in 2022, giving a 30% decrease in this crime category. However, this is not yet enough, as a violence-free child is the happiness of every Ugandan.
1 in 3 children you meet, they have experienced physical violence. 24% of girls and 17% of boys have experienced sexual violence, according to UNICEF. 40% of children aged between 5 to 14 years are engaged in children labor.
Senior Superintendent of Police Jackson Muchunguzi from the Department of Child and Family Protection at Uganda Police justified the reduction in this crime category, indicating the role played by Uganda Police in ensuring a child abuse and violence-free Uganda.
We pattern a lot. Like, for example, our department strongly stands and operates more with partnership with many NGOs that look after children and family matters. And therefore, this cooperation has enabled us to manage these thousands of cases that are reported, and how I wish we can reduce them to 500 to 200, even to 0. And I think if we can be intentional and we know the meaning of parenting, then we can do much better.
Some of the commonest cases of child abuse and violence reported to Uganda Police this year include corporal punishments, torture, child trafficking, child prostitution, and among others. Jackson says these are fueled by family breakups.
When the parents are negligent, they are not there to impart the good behaviors, the good manners in these children. Everything starts at home. Broken families can also include toxic parenting, where you find that parents are doing other things, they have forgotten about children. You find that the mother is naked in the home before children. The children will also be doing so.
According to UNICEF, a child is every human being below the age of 18 years. However, in Uganda, communities have adamantly failed to acknowledge this by continuously subjecting this to a null and void. But whose responsibility is it to guarantee and safeguard the rights of children against the predators and violators? Muchungu says this is a collective responsibility for every Ugandan, including the government, human rights activists, parents and guardians.
As a father, as a senior police officer at Child and Family Protection, a good citizen, a member of Fathers Union, I call upon fellow guardians and parents that protecting children from abuse is a collective responsibility. Even you, journalists and everybody, it is not a police work alone. Kindly let us join hands and fight for the welfare of children. Healing from childhood trauma and abuse is very costly. It is affecting us even in the adulthood. A child who is abused in his young stages I took you through are the same people who are committing crime in old age.
When asked where the country has gone wrong and where we need to improve, Muchungu's responded this way.
Family stability is the greatest asset that you can have on earth. And therefore, if you can fight hard every day to have a stable family, you'll be a great person. Create that legacy so that when you will be no more, those that will be there will know that you were a responsible dad, a responsible mom. Parenting is two-way.
He finally called upon the children and guardians to speak up in case of any acts of violence against the children, referring to the book of Proverbs chapter 31, verses 8 and 9, where the author charged the Christians to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves.
Silence is not the option that we can opt for, and kindly as Christians, let us follow the gospel that is in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 8 and 9. They say, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. And who are these? These are children. The Proverbs and the Bible is very clear. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. And if we can do this, I think it will be much better. Every day I feel happy when police is rescuing this life of a child.
A violent-free child is the responsibility of every Ugandan, as young children are the leaders of tomorrow. Together, we can nurture men and women of valor. John Baptist Ahomza, Church of Uganda Family TV News at 8.